Hey, I want to shatter a myth about growing your practice that's been in the profession and still dominates the profession today and is the default move that people continually go to try and grow their practice. And it's a hard working model. It's just hard work. And that is having to grow your practice through new patients. Man, there's 8 million marketing things that people try and they grasp for, and social media marketing, all this stuff. But the reality is, will it work? Absolutely. If you get a bunch of new patients, your practice will grow. But then when it gets to a higher volume, you have to sustain that amount of new patients. And the bigger you get, the more work it becomes because the more patients that you have, because new patients don't change your PVA. Those three non sexy letters, patient visit average. When really the easy way to do this is to increase your PVA. Hey, if you go from a 40 to a 60 PVA, you go 40 to an 80 PVA, because lifestyle really begins at 80 to 100 and beyond, and you keep people twice as long, you don't need as many new patients. And then when you keep adding those, and those people become an 80 or 100 PVA, your practice grows, it's sustainable, it's easy, you don't have to work hard, they already understand lifestyle, and all of that is about two life-changing stories. And the reality is an 80 to 100 plus PVA is completely opposite to what the profession is taught. And I'm going to show you why right now. Well, let's look at day one, day two. Day one, day two, and this is perfect day one, day two boot camp, is all about the story of their pain. That's their lifestyle without chiropractic. Now, here's the thing about stories. You have to become a storyteller. We don't have to do anything, but people remember 22 times more facts from a story. 22 times more. That's two twos, more information from a story than they do from facts or from patient education, right? A story creates an experience that they can't forget. So, perfect day one, day two is the story of their pain. It's living life without chiropractic, is why they show up with injuries, why they show up with health problems, because of what they didn't know. Spine and nervous system is foundational of the life of the body. What the other healthcare providers didn't tell them, and what they didn't do, and that's take care of their spine and nervous system. Now, pain, and that's emotional pain, not physical pain, only ignites change. It only gets a person to start moving. It initiates movement, but it is not long-term change. Now, what has the profession done? Ms. Jones, if you quit, you're going to lose your results. Your back pain's going to come back. You're not going to be able to pick up your kids. Your golf game's going to suck. You're not going to win many money from your buddies on the weekends. The avoidance of pain is not long-term change. So when we go to the perfect retention boot camp, people buy the transformation story, the transformation story. That's the lifestyle with chiropractic. They buy the transformation. They buy the emotional positive effects. They're buying and investing in pleasure. They may buy a program with a story of their pain. They're going to invest in lifestyle and the health of their family because of pleasure. It's the story of their transformation. People buy the transformation and the destination. So if you're going on a vacation, and I use this because my wife and I, we got married, we flew to Hawaii. Where are we going to? We're going to the desolate tropical beach. We could be there by ourselves. That looked a lot like this. And what are we buying? The experience of getting away from everything, escaping from the world, escaping from all the things, and just being together, totally united. But what didn't we buy? Well, we had to purchase the plane ticket. But when we were on the plane ticket, we were talking about how great the peanuts were. No, we're talking about I can't wait to land on the sandy beach. I can't wait to go into that beautiful tropical warm ocean water. What are we doing? We're buying the pleasure. We bought the transformation. How are we going to feel when we get there? We bought the destination. And that's why in Elite, when we go back, the perfect retention, we set 20 to 30-year health and life goals. We find out what their values are. We find out what they value and what their purpose is. Now, values, when you align with their values and you give them purpose, Now you create a culture, you create a movement. Now they're investing in their life. So let's look at these two life-changing stories, learn how to tell a story of their pain without chiropractic, and then set their 20 and 30-year health and life goals and learn how to align with their values, align with their purpose, because that's where they always put their money. Hey, if you want to know how people spend their time and money, look at their values, look at their purpose in life. And that will change everything. All right, you guys, see you there. Here's your 5-minute mindset for the week. All right, peace. Take care.